you can kind of own the authority in a specific geo-targeted area.
Yeah, it's nice when you do that too, because
Yeah.
I find it to be really warm and friendly when somebody takes me on kind of a little tour of their office and maybe shows me some things that are unusual about their business. Like I was going to give a for instance. So for instance, my dentist near me makes all the tooth implants on site, that kind of a thing. And I know other people I've talked to, and they're just almost in tears because they said, oh, I can't get my tooth fixed or something like that. Mine does it on the spot, designs them right there. And that's really unique. I don't know too many other, I'm sure there's tons of practices.
Yeah, I have a client who actually who's in the Denver area who does that sort of thing. So I know it well, but it is unique because it's expensive equipment. It's very unique to their practice. And, if you can have, for example, a crown made the same day and installed, forget the implants, just even getting a crown done is a major event.
And it's interesting, I've got an engineering background, so I'm always talking to my dentist about the ins and outs of the whole process of it and everything. So, I mean, it actually is a topic of intrigue to people too. Yeah. So you just never know kind of what's going to come up from it, but it's a nice tour. It's a nice thing to see.
Yeah, I mean, some people I know, they do 360 office tours. They did 360 tours have become very popular during the pandemic because people wanted to see real estate. And if they could look at a house in a 360 view, that was a good example of how video could really help somebody in a business outside of the healthcare professions.
Yeah, and they make specialized cameras now for that as well. So,
which is just pretty amazing to me. And and so also, you have to really figure out where your audience is hanging out in terms of where you're going to be doing your videos. I mean, you may have a younger audience in terms of your patient population, and perhaps Instagram's the way for you to go. The audience that you're seeking in terms of your patient population may skew a little bit older, and maybe Facebook is the place to go. And you don't always have to do live events like we're doing right now. In fact, we talk about some of the ways that you can actually broadcast into smaller groups or privately, and then repurpose that video later and upload it. So, and sometimes screens is another one that always is really interesting, where you just do a screen share and your face never appears on the video.
That's true. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do those and just do like a presentation.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, not death by PowerPoint, but maybe you have 10 slides or something, and you do a quick little 15-minute or 10-minute presentation, which is pretty amazing because people love that sort of stuff. So speaking of loving stuff and healthcare providers and doing good things for healthcare providers, we have an event that we are going to be putting on. It's actually a workshop called
the Easy Video Workshop, right?
The Easy Video Workshop for busy healthcare professionals. Yeah, always remember to write this stuff down. Don't rely on your memory. And that's coming up on March 27th. And we're going to be accepting registrations for that workshop. It's an all-day event. And what's our guarantee?
Oh, that you're going to walk away with work done.
Yeah.
So we're gonna help you to walk out and actually have videos that you can use on your site and in your practice when you walk out.
Yeah, we're talking the end result will be you'll have 3 to 5 videos, depending on how good you are practicing during our event, that you can repurpose and use for your office, your practice promotion, and reaching out into your community. And I'm just really excited about it because I think it's just going to be an awesome time for us to spend. There's going to be a lot of content. There's also going to be a lot of practice time too. So don't think that you're going to be sitting there passively sucking in info without participating, because this is a workshop, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be less work. It's probably a fun shop.
It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, it'll be a ton of fun while you get things done. So I'm going to put the link down below this video in several different places. I can show you the link here, but it's really long and complicated and not so fancy. This will appear under the video. I'm going to remove it right now. Epic win, because we want you to have an epic win. And then I'm going to, but I'll put it in there so you can click it, and then you can go to our information page where we cover all the things that we'll be talking about during the live video workshop, the concerns you may have, and all the benefits, including some bonuses. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We have a live video checklist that you'll be able to put up next to your computer and make sure that you have all these different things covered before you go live.
I was going to say, we probably should put the Facebook group along with it.
We'll put the group in there too, because it's a private. So for those of you who are concerned, this is a private Facebook group. It's a private community of healthcare providers who are supporting each other in creating video content and doing video marketing the right way. And so you do have to have a degree, a certification, a license in order to come in with us. We originally did it only for doctors, but we found nurse practitioners and nurses, especially nowadays with a lot of the ICU nurses whom we know who are burned out working 100, 110 hours a week and are looking for some different type of way to make a living, that we're finding that there's a lot of resonance with those folks, and they've got a lot of information too.
Absolutely. And, healthcare practitioners have some special considerations with, obviously HIPAA and some of these other things, if you're well aware. And so we can talk about, some different case studies as we go along of how you might use it in your practice. So,
and don't worry about this being telemedicine, because that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is providing information to people, which, by the way, drastically reduces your liability.
Yes.
So, and that's the thing I love. That's why I'm no longer in practice. I love providing health information and health coaching to people, as opposed to necessarily having to worry about insurance billing and scheduling and all this other stuff. Yeah. And the 4.5 employees that I had.
The one thing I wanted to sneak in and kind of add too is, you may have even in your practice been thinking of adding an exercise class or some kind of class that pertains to your business. And a lot of the stuff that we'll walk through with doing live video will help with that. So I just want to kind of mention that, because that might be a special consideration if you're looking at taking this workshop that you might want to keep in mind.
I think that's a great idea, because demonstrating, I can't tell you how many times I used to demonstrate to my patients, this is how you do this stretch. This is how you do transverse friction massage. Here's the proper way to do lat pull downs. Here's how you use a Swiss ball. If you can put a lot of that content into video form with your lovely face on it, it goes a long way to continuing to reinforce the rapport that you have with your existing clients and patients.
Absolutely.
So we're going to put the link down below here. Please consider joining us on March 27th. It's a Saturday event, but it's something that you're going to have. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But you're going to develop marketing assets. We call it local marketing assets that you can use in reaching out to your community and establishing yourself as the go-to guy or the go-to gal for your particular profession. So join us. We're going to have a lot of fun. And at the very least, join us in the Health Broadcasters Facebook community. All right. We'll see you on the inside. Bye.
Bye for now.